Hello and welcome to M-Tel. Now today we're going to be playing around with this new car. I've actually just bought this. This is now mine. This is a Golf Mark V GTD. It's basically a GTI, but unlike the petrol, this is a diesel version. Now I bought this cheap because there's stuff wrong with it. It needs a bit of repair work. It needs a new dual mass because the dual mass is shot out of it. It also needs a new coolant fitting which goes on the side of the head because that's leaking. It also needs a cam belt change, and it also needs the intercooler sorting out and the boost pipe. Now today what we're going for is we are going to repair the intercooler, because what some lovely person has done, some absolute moron, and it was done at a garage as far as I'm aware as well. Rather, these cars have a little design problem with the push fit pipes, with the clips, and what happens is slowly after a time the actual sides of the pipes wear away and then the pipes pop out. Now okay, not too bad. What you should do is go buy yourself a new pipe. It's about 30-40 quid, get one off eBay, not too bad. Clip that in, job done. What this moron has done on this car is, rather than buying a new pipe, he's decided to screw the pipe into the intercooler. And of course it hasn't worked, it's just blown it out, tore the screws out, and as it's done it, it's ripped the actual boost, the actual seal around the end of the boost pipe to pieces, blown that out as well. And in the process of doing what they've done, not only have they basically destroyed the boost pipe, they've also pretty much written the intercooler off as well. So theoretically this car needs a new front mount and a new boost pipe, which is really nice of them. Now, what I want to do for this car in the long run is I want to actually up the power, do a bit of work to it, turn it into a nice little sports car. But for the time being, I want to get it in running shape and get it all up and running good. Now, I don't want to waste money on buying a new intercooler, only to rip it out again and throw it in the bin. So rather than doing that, I'm going to repair the intercooler that's in it. Now the flange itself on the side of the actual intercooler is shot, and if I try to put another pipe in it, it's just going to leak, parts of it's broke and stuff. So what I'm actually going to do is I've got an aluminium joiner. I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to bond the pipe into the intercooler with a special polyurethane adhesive. So I'm going to glue it together. The stuff that I'm going to use is actually windscreen glue. It holds the actual front screens in cars. This stuff is like epically strong. I've glued cars together, I've glued panels on. It's going to be up to the job of what I'm asking for it, and it should do the job. And if it doesn't and it blows it out, who cares? I'll just go get a new intercooler then. But it's worth a go. And also, if you find yourself in a similar position and you're stuck and you need to make a quick repair, give it a go, see what you can do out of it. Save yourself a couple of pennies, and then in the long run, save up some money and get yourself like an upgraded front mount, like I'm going to do. So yeah, anyway, let's go down the pit and I'm going to show you what someone's done. I'm going to show you the pipe, and you can see how yummy it is as well. So anyway, let's get to work. Boost pipe repair time. So here we go, this is our little problem here. This pipe here, as you can see the screws, one there. You know, the worst thing about it is they haven't even screwed it in all the way round. They've literally just screwed the bottom in. Yeah, that's going to work, isn't it? Nice one. Thank you very much, whoever done that. And yeah, apparently this was done at a garage, so that's really nice of them. So, it's unbelievable what some people do to cars, I tell you. Right, so here we go. So this is the thing we are trying to sort today. You can see the pipe's blown out halfway. You can see where it's pivoting out. Big gap at the top, shut at the bottom. You see the screws. So I've got to pull them clips out, wind them screws out. Got to pull that pipe out, pop that out of there. And then we are going to go see if we can rectify this issue and modify it up and make good of a bodge that someone's done. We're going to have a bit of a bodge, but ours is going to be a professional bodge, a pro bodge basically, and a good job as well. A lot better than that, I tell you that much. Worst thing about that is if he kept driving it like that as well, it would just scream the turbo out of it, filled the DPF up with like gunk. It would have just murdered it. So yeah, let's rectify this problem. Right, first thing I'm going to do is go wind them screws out, bish bash bosh, pull that pipe out all together, and then we're going to have a look, see what we can do with that intercooler. Let's do it. One. Oh, tech screws. Nice. Oh. Two. Take that clip off altogether. See you later. Lovely busted seal. Nice. You see that? Boom. Dead seal. Right, let's get this pipe off altogether and clip it out of here. We're going to take that out of there. Is that clip still intact? I don't know. I might be able to do something with that actually. I don't even see why they've done that, because the actual pipe itself wasn't even busted really. Right, let's pull this out. Let's get this pipe out. Right. There we go. Right, okay. I've cleaned it all out now, cleaned all the oil out, and this is what I've made. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bond this into the hull with polyurethane windscreen glue. Now the idea behind the rubber ring is what I'm going to do is going to lay the bead of mastic round here of the polyurethane after I've primed it and primed in the hull, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it in, and this rubber seal, as the glue moves down the pipe and bulges round here, I am going to then push this in to the actual flange like so, wedge it in, which will square it into the actual fitting like so. And also, as I push it in, it will push the bond back into the joint and pack it tight. So then that will be fused in the outlet of the intercooler, like that. And also it'll be nice and firm and it won't go anywhere. So that's my little idea. Sorry about how dark it is, but obviously I'm in the pit and I'm limited for light, so I could only do what I can do, if you know what I mean. But there you go, that's my little bodge. That's what I'm going to do. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. Fit it in like that. Be good if I could actually come up with a little idea to actually fit that in with a clip type system, but I think the glue idea is the best idea. That's what we're going for anyway. And then we'll have enough outlet as well for us to get the pipe on, clamp it up nice and tight. Right, so let's wheel this out. Right, here we go. Right, there you go, all nicely done. New pipe bonded in. Boom. I'll let that go off now. Once that glue's dried, she should be in there good and proper and not pop out. So there's our little mod for the day, and fingers crossed we see how she holds up. I might just do a couple more videos to say how she's doing and how long it's lasting. But there you go, a little pro bodge there for you. See if you can get a new intercooler, put a new intercooler and new boost pipe in, but this is just so we can move it about and see how she holds up, if you know what I mean. Right, anyway, thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And I think when I actually get my aluminium front mount, I'll make a video of me putting that in, then you can see how it's done properly. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.